Hi guys, my name is Amit. So I have applied for Ocean Engineering Department at IIT Madras. So this video is regarding the Ocean Engineering Department interview experience at IIT Madras. So I have applied for Ocean Energy sector in the Ocean Engineering Department at IIT Madras. So let me share my GATE scores and category with you. So my GATE score was 418, my category was EWS, and my degree SGPA was 9.05. On the basis of that, I have shortlisted for the interview process of Ocean Engineering Department. So let's start the video for the interview experience. So before going to interview process, let me introduce how the admission process at Ocean Engineering Department works. So first we have to apply to their research portal for the application. So in that application we have to put one research proposal in it, and on the basis of that we will get shortlisted for the interview. So in the interview invite mail, so first they will share you one form link in which they will ask like whether you are able to join the interview on this date or not. So after you fill the form, then you will get another mail for the document verification link. So it will be a Google Meet link, so in which all the students will gather, and the faculties from the Ocean Engineering Department, so they will check your documents whether it is correct or not, whether its category is correct, whether its SGP and GATE score was correct. So after that meeting they will verify, and after 2 days you will get an interview call mail on the 2 days after the document verification. So they will mention you all the requirements before the interview, like your interview will be scheduled from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you will get call at any time on that day, so you should have prepared. So we have to be prepared from 9 a.m. at least in the morning. So let me share you the interview experience with you guys. So my interview was scheduled at 10 a.m. So one faculty will share you the interview link, and you will get joined by that link. So you will get joined by one other WhatsApp group as well, so that you can share the pictures with them regarding the questions. So at the interviews there were 4 faculties. So that 4 faculties from one from Ocean Engineering Department, so one from Strength of Material, one from Fluid Mechanics, and one from Mathematics. So those 4 faculties will ask you question 5 to 10 minutes each. So it will be like a medium interview, not a easy one, not a tough one. So each faculty will start from the basic questions. So at the start, Ocean Engineering faculty started asking questions for me. So there will be 3 basic questions, like when you start the interview. So first they will ask like give me some quick introduction of yourself, and after that they will ask why you have choose Ocean Engineering, because you are from mechanical engineering, and what interest you got to select this department. And after that, when you explain it clearly, so they will ask, so if we select you in the Ocean Engineering Department, what things and what research you want to do in our department. So these are the 3 basic questions that every interview will ask. And after that they are asking me like hard questions on the Ocean Engineering. So basically I have selected Ocean Energy Department at Ocean Engineering Department. So in the Ocean Energy, so they have asked like first what is ocean energy, and what do you know about the ocean energy. So after that they asked me like that, by using ocean energy, what is the advantage of it to our environment, and how will you create experiments on the ocean energy. So I got confused on that, so I have took time and I have explained whatever I know. So they said, can you give me some examples of ocean engineering which are like sustainable and which are easy to use. So after that I have given some few answers, like we can use that, we can use tidal energy, we can, and lot of examples that I know at the time of interview. So they have said in the ocean energy, so by using ocean water, which system it is working, like by using the ocean water. So I don't have idea about it, so I directly said, so I don't have any idea about that system, sir. So they said okay. So they said like then give any example on the ocean engineering, like we can use by mechanical equipment, and we can obtain ocean energy, and we can use into convert into electrical energy. So for this question also I don't know the proper answer. So I said like hydroelectric power plant, we can use ocean water and we can convert into energy. So it was like 50-50 answer. So after that, he have asked one next question on ocean engineering, like what is the difference between current, wave, and tsunami. So for this question as well, I was not having proper answer. So I have explained like what is the basic idea of about it. So that faculty is satisfied with these questions. So I have moved to another faculty of then fluid mechanics faculty. So that faculty said which topics you have prepared and what will you want to ask. So I have said I have prepared a good overall fluid mechanics. So you can ask anything in the fluid mechanics. So had started. So that faculty started from the basics. So he had started what is the Newton's law of viscosity. So I explained it thoroughly. What is Newton's law of viscosity, and I have put formula. I have put derivation. I have mentioned all the significance of that. So after that, that faculty said in the Newton's law of viscosity, what do you mean by that, like what is the velocity gradient. So I again explained that on that velocity gradient. So after that, that faculty said what are the flows present in the fluid mechanics, and do you have some examples on it. So I have mentioned whatever the flows like laminar, turbulent flow, transition flow, then compressible, incompressible, various flow. So that question, that faculty asked me like what is the laminar flow and what is the turbulent flow. So on that flow, I have explained thoroughly what are the laminar flow, what are the turbulent flow. I have explained with a figure. I have explained the definitions. I have explained the significance of it. So I have also explained that flow will depend upon the Reynolds number, and it will depends on the Reynolds number and what is the number for laminar and turbulent flow. So that faculty was quite satisfied with my answer. So after that, they asked like you have said Reynolds number. So can you explain a Reynolds number in the brief? So I have explained the Reynolds number in the brief. I have put definition. I have explained the formula. I have explained all the quantities in the Reynolds number. So and I also explained the numbers in the pipe flow and in the plate section. So for that answer, they were that faculty was satisfied. So after that, that faculty said you have said Reynolds number. Do you know another dimensionless number in the fluid mechanics? So I again said, sir, there are 4 to 5 dimensional numbers. So I have explained other dimensional number as well, like Mach number, then Froude number, like Weber's surface number. Okay, Weber's number, right? So again, that faculty said like, what is Froude number then? So again, I explained what is Froude number. It is the ratio of inertia force with respect to gravity force, and it is in under root. So after that, he has asked one question from the strength of materials, like what is the toughness and how will you define the toughness. So I have explained what is the toughness, and that fluid faculty was satisfied with my answer. So now it is forwarded to the another faculty for the maths department faculty. So now the maths faculty has started asking me questions. So first question was which topics you have prepared from the mathematics. So I told them I have thorough knowledge of mathematics with like calculus, linear algebra, and probability. So that faculty has asked me in the calculus, what do you mean by the Green's theorem? So I have explained what is the Green's theorem. I have explained that formula. So after that, that faculty said like, what is the application of Green's theorem in the fluid mechanics? So I don't have much idea about it, but I don't know what was the correct answer for it. But I said I don't know the answer. So he was from maths faculty. So he said, in the fluid mechanics you have studied Bernoulli's equation, continuity equation, right? So after that, he said write the continuity equation, and also write the integral form of that continuity equation. So that faculty has asked me questions from mathematics and fluid mechanics as well. So I have written the integral form of that equation. I have put continuity equation, take a snap of it, and I have sent in the WhatsApp group. So in the WhatsApp group, all the faculty will check the answer whether it is correct or not. So after that, he asked one question from the fluid mechanics. So he had taken one steel bottle. he explained like this is the steel bottle and it is hollow from inside, and this steel bottle had some thickness in it. So when we put in the water, when we deep inside, what is the condition that it will not float? So this question was regarding the buoyancy part. So I have introduced some like density and specific weight. So I have confused a little bit, but after that faculty had give me some hint, like there will be some downward force coming from it. So what is that force? So I have get idea from it, like it is the buoyancy force, and I have explained like what is the buoyancy force, and the condition was like buoyancy force should be less than the weight of the bottle so that it will not float and bottle will get at the bottom of the tank. So after that that faculty said, so how will you find the thickness of that bottle? So I have explained by a problematic way. I have took one example of it and I have explained how we will get the thickness of it. So after that fluid that person was satisfied by my answers. So I was forwarded to the strength of materials faculty. So strength of materials faculty was old and he was pretty humble. He was smiling and give a normal questions like from the strength of materials. Do you know SFD BMD, right? So I have said to the teacher like I am compatible with SFD BMD. So he said take a pen and paper. So draw one simply supported beam and take one movement at the middle and then draw the SFD and BMD diagram. So I have took pen and paper, I have drawn the figure, but unfortunately I was not able to draw the SFD diagram properly. So that faculty was quite humble. So he said, are you sure like your answer was correct? So I know I have idea like I am not sure whether it is correct or not. So I politely said, sir, I'm not 100%, but I can say I am not sure it is correct or not. So he said, what is the reaction that you have taken? So I explained what is the reaction. So he mentioned, when you put the force, when you add the moment, put that equation and send it to me. So I have put that equation and sent it to that teacher. So he said you have not taken the moment part. So when he said you does not take moment part, I got my mistake and I again corrected and I said the correct reaction force RA and RB, and again I draw correct diagram. So that faculty was humble, so I was able to draw the correct figure after his response. So after that he has asked me one question from the deflection. So he said there are suppose two beams, every cross section, every property is same except the length. So one beam is of length 2 meter and one beam will be the length of 4 meter, and the beam is have same cross sectional area, and that beam is simply supported and load was loaded at the middle. So he said what will be the change in deflection, whether it is same, whether it is different, and what is the ratio of that deflection. So I have studied the deflection part. So I know the formula of that deflection of simply supported beam. So I said to faculty that can you give me some time. So I have drawn the figure of 2. So I have put deflection diagram on that paper. So I have put formula for one beam, I have put formula for another beam. So I have the lengths were different. So I have said to like only length is different or not, or other dimensions are also vary. So they said only length is different. So we know that there is one formula in the deflection like WL cube divided by 16 EI, or I don't remember now. So there is one formula, I have borrowed that formula and I have showed that faculty. So this is the formula, only length is varying. So as it is cube, so second link deflection will be 8 times the first one. So he was quite impressed with my answer, and after that he said your interview is over, so you can leave the meeting. So my overall interview experience went around nearly 25 to 30 minutes. So it will totally depends on you. So they are sure like they will ask 5 to 6 questions from the each. So nearly you can have idea like you will ask 20 questions. So overall it does not depend whether you are correct answer or not. They will see your approach and they will see what kind of way you are taking to solve the answers. So I will give some information like what can you prepare before the interview. Here are some basic points that I want to share with you before going to the interview. So before going to the interview, you should have checked like whether you have proper net connection with you, and after that you should mostly join the interview via laptop, because in the mobile there might be some chances that it will lose connection and it will not create like a good impression on the faculties. And the next thing like you should be very well dressed in the formal attire. Don't put any casual attire or t-shirts. And the background of your interview should be a solid color or only a normal color. Don't put any harsh background in it. So regarding the interview part, so be prepared with the basic concepts. So as regarding to the IITs, they very much like the mathematics parts, and in that mathematics parts they are also interested in the graphs, like what are the graphs. And they will ask like this is the function and draw the graph. This will be the favorite question in every interview of IIT. So be prepared with the mathematics thoroughly. And after that, suppose this is the ocean engineering department. So as ocean engineering is an interdisciplinary department of civil and mechanical, so strength of material and fluid mechanics is the most important subjects that you need to prepare. And they will ask on the that portion only. When you say your favorite subject is strength of material and fluid mechanics, they will strictly related to ask related to only that part. So you don't need to worry about the other subjects, just be thorough with those two subjects. And regarding the research proposal, so in that research proposal you have mentioned in the form, so they will check it thoroughly, and on that basis you will get asked the questions. So whatever the research proposal that you are putting in that form, so go prepare it thoroughly. And after that you can go to that website, check the faculty profiles, get that information like which sectors they are working, have some thorough idea about it, and be prepared with the like whatever the questions asked will from the research proposal. Like don't copy any research proposal. So it is my advice, because when you copy the research proposal you will get confused and you will not have a pretty much good idea. So for example, if you want how to write the research proposal, I have created one my Telegram channel named Ek Engineer. So I have mentioned in the description below. You can go to that channel and have my take my form and see the research proposal how I have wrote it. So you can find examples on YouTube as well. But be genuine in the research proposal. What are your interests, and be prepared well. And best of luck for the interview. And my last thing is, if you want more videos on it, do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. I have my Instagram page and my Telegram page as well. You can go to there, and I have uploaded all the notes in it, so you can obtain that notes and prepare well for the competitive exams and other stuff as well. So thank you. Let's meet in the new video. Bye.